What's up, guys? Out here off the Dope Media Group. This one, as the title says, I just want to talk about why me personally, I think I'm done with Instagram engagement groups, at least for the moment. This is my opinion, and I just want to kind of share my experience. I joined an engagement group probably maybe 3 or 4 months ago, 3 months, whatever it was, roughly around that time. And this was when I was really trying to kick my Instagram account into overdrive. Initially, the concept sounds great. You know, it's one of the things that every YouTube tutorial that everybody's talking about is joining an engagement or a DM group and so forth to gain followers and so forth to help you grow organically. Sounded great for me, it did. And I guess for some people, for many people, it will work. But it also, what I've learned, it depends on what your purpose is, what you're using your Instagram account for, and what your ultimate goal is. It didn't work out for me. The downside of what you don't really get on the tutorials or people are talking about engagement groups is that when you join an engagement group, you have to follow their rules. I have a lot going on in my life. Engagement groups require a lot of your time, and that's to say that each one, I'm sure, has their own specific rules, and in order for you to stay. Basically, what happened is that I got kicked out. I don't know why, I don't know what. I would get messages every now and then about I wasn't following certain people or things of that nature, but not everybody, you know, keeps up with the list. I would follow them, they wouldn't follow me, or I would follow them, you know, 2 or 3 times repetitively, and they would unfollow me for whatever reason. Go figure. People would come and go, mostly go. I haven't seen anybody that left that came back, and I have no intentions of going back. But basically what happened is one day I was just kicked out of the group. I happened to go to the actual group. Engagement group itself has a page. You hashtag and they include you on the page and so forth and all that kind of stuff. Well, and the way I found out that I was kicked out was kind of bogus. You know, it was BS. You know, it could have been done better. It could have been more professional. And the way I found out is that I signed into the account and I was going through, signed into my Instagram account, and I had lost like 40 to 50 followers, literally. And when you're a smaller account, you see that. You see it, I would imagine you see it when you're a larger account, and it's, you know, it's more exponential. But when you're a smaller account, you know, you just hit 1,000, you're a little over 1,000 subscribers, and you're trying to grow, and you lose 40 or 50 people just like that, you see it. The common denominator, or the commonality to all of the followers that I lost were all from this particular engagement group. So, and one of the nail in the coffin was the founder, the person that started the engagement group, was one of the ones that unfollowed me. And so, you know, they had a separate account. They had a Telegram account. I think Telegraph, whatever the account is that was constantly running. That was draining the hell out of my battery. That's a whole different video. But anyway, logged into just want to confirm before I got pissed off, logged into the account, the messaging account, and I was kicked out of the group. Went to the site, or went to the account for the group, and I wasn't on there. So anyway, this is the moral to the story. This is the whole thing. This was the light bulb that went off for me. And I had seen people that left before that just decided they were leaving for various reasons. Some said that, you know, they wanted people to follow them because they liked their work. And I got that, but I didn't really get it at the point. I was just focused on getting followers and growing, like, you know, most of us are in the early phases. And so anyway, what the light bulb that went off for me was that, okay, number one, I don't have time to babysit the account to that extent. You know, it's kind of like I was working for someone else. It was my account, but because I was in this particular group, I work for them, you know. So it's like, okay, when a post came up, I had to like a certain number of pictures within a certain number of days or risk being kicked out. Ultimately, I was kicked out, and I don't think I missed anyone. But the bottom line is that it defeated the purpose. You know, like the few people that I did talk to that left prior to me, they said they want people to follow because they want them to legitimately or sincerely like and follow them for the work that they're doing. And I get that. I get it now that I'm on the outside looking in, or at least as far as they're concerned. I don't have time to worry about meeting deadlines and so forth because I'm self-employed. So that's, you know, I have enough going on in my life to be stressing out, or potentially I'm not going to let them stress me out about liking and doing this within a certain period of time. The other side of it is this, not just wanting people to like and follow my work for my work. The other side is this, is that ultimately I want to get to the point where I have sponsorships or whatever, where I can grow my page, where someone may want to pay me a couple of dollars to post, a brand and that type of thing. But if I don't have legitimate followers, I mean, maybe they will interact. I don't know. But I don't want to be heavily weighted with people that are following me just because they're part of a group and they have to do it. I want them to be doing it because they want to do it. So those aren't real followers. I mean, it may be a type of organic following, if you will. But in my opinion, for what it's worth, I don't want it like that. It was kind of freeing. It was like, okay, I was free to do what I want, however I want. And the next day after it happened, I did what I should have been doing in the first place, as opposed to sitting around and posting and waiting for people from this group to like my pictures or my videos or whatever it is I'm posting. I went out and, as Gary Vaynerchuk says, I gave some love. I went through and I looked and I legitimately commented, not just BS, nice shot, like this. I went through and I looked at other people's photos and their pictures and what they had to offer, and either liked them or didn't like them or whatever the case may be, and followed and so forth on my own, as I should have been doing on a daily basis. And that I replaced most of the people that unfollowed me the next day, and I actually have more followers now than I did before. So by maybe 100. So it'll be a slower process, but it is what it is. So anyway, in closing, I just want to say, engagement groups, they may work for some. It all depends on what you're trying to do. But you need to have an idea as to what your purpose is. If you join these groups, know that the people that are following you, they may legitimately like your work. I will say this, that a lot of the people that were in the group still follow me, and they like or don't like my work based on who I am. We still interact. So not everybody in the group is a sheep, and they're saying, because they tell you, okay, well, they're no longer in the group. It's your choice if you want to continue to follow their work or like their photos. Now they do, the founder, the moderators, I do remember them saying that, but that may not always be the case. So again, in closing, know why you're joining the engagement group. Know what your ultimate goal is, because if you miss and they kick you out of the group, and let's say you got 1,000 followers in there and they all decide that they want to leave, that could be devastating to your account and you have to start over. So know why you're there, know the point, and be ready to accept the consequences if it happens. Know that you have to follow their rules. It may be good for some, but definitely not for all. So anyway, that's all I have. That's my rant for the day. I have a video client that I need to get out to. I have an appointment and I need to get ready for and start packing up. So that's it. That's all. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Of course, these are just my opinions, my thoughts, for whatever's worth. All right. Have a good one. Peace.